One major revelation from The Boys Season 4, Episode 4 makes Homelander's narrative even more heartbreaking. Throughout The Boys Seasons 1 to 3, Homelander's past has been hinted at in passing. Further information has been made available through online shorts that feature Homelander as a young person and the boys, diabolical. But much of the finer elements of the soup's past are still a mystery. The Boys' fourth episode, Wisdom of the Ages, peels back the curtain on Anthony Starr's persona, revealing the dark and sad secrets of Homelander's early years. In Wisdom of the Ages, Homelander visits his former lab and reunites with the scientists that tormented and prodded him back in the day, taking a literal trip down memory lane. A carnage erupts as expected, but several important information about Homelander's background surface before he redecorates the bad room with an array of indistinguishable meaty bits. After the credits roll, Homelander is still the cruel, vile antagonist of The Boys Season 4's cast, but it's hard to ignore the fact that he has changed. Homelander's glaring yearning for love and acceptance has been evident since The Boys debuted in 2019. Homelander has always sought approval, from sucking at Madeline Stillwell's nipple in Season 1 to longing for an emotional father-son reunion with Soldier Boy in Season 3 of The Boys. The head scientist in charge of Homelander's development, Barbara, discloses in The Boys Season 4, Episode 4, that Vought recognized this quality and enlisted the best psychologists in the world to engineer that urge in order to govern Homelander. Stated differently, Homelander's never-ending search for approval and love was not an inherent feature of his nature. Rather, Vought deliberately fostered it in Homelander during his early years, in an attempt to assure that Homelander would always be devoted to people like Madeline Stillwell and Stan Edgar. Vought intended the test subject to feel unloved and undeserving. All they needed to do was continue Homelander's pursuit of the acceptance he so desperately wanted. The audience's perception of Homelander's story in The Boys is entirely altered by this discovery. Vought not only made the catastrophic error of giving birth to a superpower capable of wiping all humanity, but the company also purposefully left him with an unsatisfiable emotional itch. Homelander is ultimately accountable for his deeds, and no earlier incident can excuse the numerous killings he has carried out. However, it is indisputable that Vought purposefully provided the most powerful man on Earth with a psychologically sound excuse to be perpetually enraged at the world. Homelander is so unhappy with The Boys Season 4 that he goes back to his old lab. His relationship with Ryan is turbulent. The populace applauds his every move without question, and the other 7 soups quiver in dread. Homelander's attempt to drive out the ghosts of decades past is to go home and kill the scientists who tormented him. Maybe Homelander thinks that by killing his way through his most enduring tormentors, his insatiable need for approval will go away. Sadly, Homelander will find it difficult to overcome the psychological vulnerability Vought gave him. Throughout The Boys, Homelander's object of want has changed frequently, and if a possible love interest disappoints him, he usually moves on to the next one. Homelander has been emotionally dependent on Stormfront, Soldier Boy, betrayed by Homelander, Stillwell, killed by Homelander, Edgar, betrayed by Homelander, Black Noir, killed by Homelander, and now Ryan since the start of The Boys Season 1. Therefore, killing the scientists does not ensure that Homelander has achieved a satisfactory resolution. Another clear sign that Homelander's demons are still active is the fact that he chose not to kill Barbara. As the only scientist who has never shown fear for Homelander, Barbara was the one he always wanted to impress, as revealed during Homelander's lab visit in Season 4 of The Boys. For Homelander, Barbara was essentially the closest thing to a mother figure throughout his early years. Significantly, she is the only lab employee who survives Homelander's rampage, demonstrating that his desire for acceptance has been completely unfulfilled. As things stand in The Boys Season 4, Ryan is the person Homelander wants to love and admire the most. but there's been no emotional bond between Homelander and his son because of the child's working moral compass and Billy Butcher's paternal shadow. Butcher's team can take advantage of this circumstance, though probably not until The Boys Season 5's pivotal conflict.